I trust this will suffice.
God smiles upon the generous.
Oh, away with you! Back to your cesspit, beggar! A land grotesque as its people. You dreamt of utopia. You saw the tribes united as one.
Oh.
That dream died long ago. You should have done the same. Your kingdom will perish alongside you. By my hand.
I cannot fathom it. His Majesty killed in his own bed.
The blooms upon the prince's grave had yet to wilt. Without an heir to wear the crown, what will become of the royal magic?
Thus vulnerable, an invasion might undo us.
From within or without, the state hangs on a precipice. It may even come to civil war.
In dark times, we must stand together.
Your Eminence!
Who could do this? Few could even enter the king's chambers, let alone draw close. And yet
His Majesty's arcane power could deflect near any blade. With all the royal bloodline's magic, who could harm him at all?
shadows stir in the castle just as they did with the prince. What hellbound soul could end a royal life? Who would dare such atrocity? Huh?
Luis.
A shame to die with no heirs. The prince was taken too soon. And only a king may wield the royal scepter, the very crux of his vaunted bloodline's magic, which made such a fine deterrent to war. One has to ask, them dead, who shall take the throne?
What is up, everyone, and welcome to a brand new playthrough. And in this playthrough, as you can tell, we'll be playing Metaphor ReFantazio. Oh man, dude, I've been waiting for this game to come out for the longest time, man. I've been waiting for it for the longest time. After finishing Persona 5 Royal, waiting for Persona 6 to come out, I've been like, man, when are we going to get another game like Persona 5 Royal? And here it is, Metaphor ReFantazio. From what I can tell, it's kind of like a Persona-esque and Shin Megami Tensei-esque and Fire Emblem-esque type games. It's kind of a combination of those three. So I'm very excited to finally start this playthrough alongside Persona 2 Eternal Punishment. So I hope you, oh, oops, I didn't mean to do that. No. Okay, here we go. We're back at the title screen. Let's probably get off of the title screen. That would probably help. But yeah, oh man, yo, I am excited. Like I was saying before, I was rudely cut off by the game. I'm just kidding. I'm very excited to do a playthrough of a Persona, Fire Emblem, Shin Megami Tensei-esque type video game. I'm very, very excited for it because I've been waiting for a new Persona type game to come out, and it's finally here in Metaphor ReFantazio. So I'm really excited to see where the story is going to go. I will not be following a guide for this. I'm just going to be playing this just for fun. We're going to try to do our best to complete everything, but I'm not going to be following a guide unless somebody comes up with the spoiler-free guide. Then I'll follow one. But otherwise, I'm just going to enjoy the game, do as much as I can, and then whenever I replay it on my own time or whatever like that, whenever we finish the playthrough, then I'll follow a guide, try to finish it 100%. But we'll have to wait and see, because for the time being, I just want to enjoy the game, man. Like, I don't want to have to worry about having to look at a guide nonstop to be sure I'm doing everything correctly, you know. So I'm just excited to just do it as is. I'm telling you, eventually we will end up doing a full playthrough of this. I'm pretty sure we're gonna do our best to get this 100%ed in this playthrough, in this blind playthrough, but not until we get a spoiler-free guide. I'm pretty sure there's one out there somewhere already, but for the time being, we're not gonna worry about following a guide. We're just gonna start the new game and go from there. Are y'all ready? Because I'm ready. Here we are, in the world of Metaphor ReFantazio.
I can feel you watching me from a place beyond my sight. Whoever you are, please tell me, does our world pique your interest?
It does really pique my interest.
But would you tell me your name? That is to say, tell me who you really are. The one who meets my eyes across a strange threshold.
Okay, who are you? Who shall guide the protagonist? Well, you already know. Skye, baby. Do you need a last name, or can I just do Skye? We're gonna do Skye. Your name is indeed Skye. You'll name the protagonist later. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's me. We'll probably do the same name for the protagonist. I don't know, that's actually kind of, what do I want to do for that? We'll probably do his canon name, probably. So that's interesting. Typically, games don't ask you for the player's actual name. That's interesting. Okay, you know what? In that case, let's just do my name then. Just for this. Ben is the one who shall guide the protagonist, and then the protagonist's name will be Skye. Your name is indeed Ben. Yes.
A most unusual name.
Not that unusual.
I've never heard
It is
that
quite
word.
common.
Which suggests to me you might reside in a world beyond ours. It is a curious thing that in your eyes, my entire world is but the dawn of a story yet untold.
That is very much true. You never really think about that when you're playing these games. You're just like, you never think about, oh, I'm the one guiding the protagonist. You never really think about that. You just think, oh, this is the protagonist's story, you know? So I'm very excited to see how this is going to come into play here. I'm into fantasies.
Can truly be dismissed as something so far removed from you. If indeed you wish to cross to our world for a time, I would first ask that you indulge one question. Is fantasy limited to the confines of imagination? Would you call it a powerless creation?
Is fantasy limited to the confines of imagination? Would you call it a powerless creation? Not always.
More than wishful thinking.
I don't think so.
More than fiction. Something capable of affecting the realities beyond its bounds. This must be what you believe. I confess, my own answer still eludes me. But consider, if fantasy is born from hope, a desire to make the world better than it is, then that hope can be made manifest. Thus does change come, and thus is fantasy forged into a new reality. Perhaps the story about to unfold before you will tell us. I'm thoroughly invested now myself. So, Let this tale begin.
Let's do it. Okay, standard difficulty where battles will thrill and challenge. This difficulty can be changed later on. Story type for players who want to focus purely on the story. Battles pose no threat of death. Definitely, we're definitely going storyteller difficulty. No, we're not going to do that. For players who want to breeze through good battles, this difficulty can be changed later on. The standard difficulty where battles will thrill and challenge. This difficulty can be changed later on. For players who want intense battles, this difficulty can be changed later on. In Regicide, a high-risk, high-reward mode for only battle-hardened players. Well, I think for the time being, we're just going to leave it on normal. For the time being, if it gets too easy, then we'll bring it up to hard, and if it gets too easy from that, then we'll bring it up to Regicide, if we can even bring it up to Regicide. So I think for the time being, we'll just go with normal. Yeah, because even though this is going to be similar to Persona and Shin Megami Tensei and such, we're going to take it easy real quick, just so we can get an idea of what the combat and everything's going to look like going forward if we were to bring up the difficulty. So we're holding off.
Looks like we're in the clear. The capital's just through this desert.
Is it true then? The king is dead?
Aye, and the guards are more concerned with the funeral than keeping the roads safe. So now the monsters are roaming in broad daylight. No soldiers to stop them.
Monsters, huh? I've certainly been hearing the stories.
To say nothing of the vacant throne. There's a storm coming. Mark my words. That much is certain.
What's the problem?
They're bandits!
Come on, let's see some respect for the militia! Us folk, we're commoners. No crown or church will save us.
But Lord Luis will save us one and all. All we ask is a little tribute. You're with us or against us? And if you're against us...
An igniter? How'd they get one of those?
Come on, hey, keep it moving. Hurry it up. Next one. Huh? Look at you. What have we got here? He's an elder.
So he is. No horns, no knife is.
Filthy gremlin like you. What you got in the capital? Oh, what's this? Looks like you've been holding out on us, boy.
Hold it! Should have listened to us, chum. Now fall in line! Unless you want to get stuck like us.
Not gonna lie, y'all, the music's already getting me, man. The music's so good so far.
You drew steel. I take it you are prepared to die by it.
Stand aside!
Oh, jeez. Oh, man.
Ugh, this place already feels like a death trap. You hear all that stuff about Lord Luis saving us? Hey, you okay? You still got all your limbs attached?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, at least they didn't figure out our mission. Definitely could have gone worse.
Are you alright?
Are you alright?
Oh, he talks. Oh, damn, look at that portrait, y'all. Look at that freaking portrait. This is my first time actually playing the game. I got the demo, but I never actually got to play it because I've been too busy with work and with wrestling. So I haven't actually gotten a chance to play the demo. So I think it's my first time ever actually seen his face portrait, which is actually really cool. I didn't even know he spoke. I didn't even know he spoke. I thought he was just going to be another silent protagonist.
Been worse. And from the sounds of it, you're about the same. You do know that if anyone finds out who we really are, it's all over, right? The mission's more important than either of our lives. If we screw this up, there's no going back.
Oh man, dude. Tradia Desert.
Think we'll make it?
You don't look hurt, though, so that's good news. You can move, right? I'm thinking we should find a place where we can see the whole area. Alright, basic controls. So we got L to move, L to move, R2 to dash, and okay. Pretty simple. You can view tutorials you've seen before in the main menu.
Let's go.
Okay. There's the dash. Ah, a little bit of some attacks. Can dodge. Okay. Oh man, this looks so freaking cool, y'all. This looks so good.
Stop!
Wait, I'm sensing something close. Don't move. Oh, jeez.
Watch out!
Yeah, those look especially dangerous, so watch out. I don't think they've noticed us yet, though. Oh, jeez. Phase sight. Press L2 to use phase sight. This ability lets you see what Gallica senses in the environment. When you see an enemy you've never confronted before, it will show up as unknown. Prepare as best as you can. Avoid the enemies and head for high ground. So if I...
Run!
Okay, surviving is all that matters, so don't do anything right now. Oh, jeez.
They look pretty tough.
Can we see what... Can you see what level they are?
Yikes. I think we're in a little over our heads.
Okay, I'm just going to listen to Gallica and just... You definitely seem kind of scary, so I don't think I'm going to fight you. Oh my gosh, you're right behind me. You're right behind me. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh, we got away. We got away. Whew. Oh man, that was actually kind of scary. Ooh.
Just checking, but you do remember what we're here to do, right?
Refresh my memory.
Right.
I don't know.
What am I doing again?
Oh man, this is so... Oh man, I can't get over the portrait, man. I cannot get over the portrait.
Oh, I don't know. The mission that's more important than our own lives?
Well, what would that be?
First, we get to the royal capital.
Okay.
And get you enlisted as a guardsman at the army's recruitment center. This could decide the fate of the whole country. We either do our jobs, or we die. And if it's all the same to you, I'd rather stay alive. So we've got to see this mission through. Come on. We don't want the sun to go down on us in the wastes. Let's pull ourselves together and get back on the road. You know what they say. Anxiety breeds the world's cruelest monsters. I mean, fairies say that at least.
I love the voice acting so far.
I can at least cast my usual spell for you. It's the small comforts, right?
Right.
It says still music is playing directly in my mind. The effect of Gallica's magic is inspiring.
Music was the first magic this world ever knew, after all.
Oh my god, dude.
A little easier.
Ooh. You cannot get me with this amazing music right at the beginning, man. Oh, dude, that is amazing.
Look. Over there.
That's the road, isn't it? What a relief. Grand Trot is already in sight.
Let's go.
Almost there. Let's keep moving and try to stay out of sight. Okay. Actually, look at our... I can't save right now. We have a medicinal herb. To leave a plant with medicinal properties. Restores 50 HP. Okay. And we got medicine. We got 3 of them. We got 5 medicinal herbs. Rubbing ointment infused with medicinal herbs. Restores 100 HP. That's nice. Fantasy novel. Novel depicting a fantasy world. Cover is faded and the author is unknown. Touring ensemble. Fine traveling clothes originally worn by nobles, made with dirt-resistant fabric whose texture is curious to the touch. Blossom garment, light, sturdy clothes made of woven wildflower petals. The technique behind its creation is a secret known to only the fairies. Okay. Legacy sword, a plain-looking but well-made sword, given to you on the day you left home. For the protagonist only. Yeah, he's just named Traveling Boy for right now. Fairy saber, a sword used by fairies for self-defense. It is too small for anyone else to wield. Gallica only. Okay, good to know. Traveler's clothes. The attire favored by travelers, allows for easy movement and is simple to clean. Fairies clothes. Special protective gear to fairies, too small for others to wear. Gallica only. Traveler's shoes. Plain leather shoes, light and easy to walk in, agility +1. Fairies hairpin. Hair ornament worn by fairies. It is too small for anyone else to wear. Gallica only. Travel charm, a charm that also serves as a wish for your mission success. A tiny charm that fairies carry. Gallica only. Okay. Cool. Story thus far. Death of a king. Okay. In the corner of a world occupied by 8 tribes, the kingdom of Uchronia rests on precipice. Its king and heir both lie dead, with no clear line to the throne. The people fear a power struggle. Amidst the unease, a boy of the lesser scene, oft maligned elder tribe, makes his way to this kingdom's capital, accompanied by the fairy Gallica. His duty is to deliver a secret message. Okay, cool. Memorandum. What's this? Magic, a general term for the technique that consumes power to cause phenomena that bend the laws of nature. It has a wide range of applications, from modest use in daily life to destructive power in war. However, as magic igniters, which require a state permit for ownership and use, are required for people to be able to use magic, many cannot wield magic. Okay, 2% of that. Magic igniters. A tool that acts as a conduit for magic power, without which people cannot perform magic. To own or use them, one must obtain a permit from the kingdom by passing a test. With some exceptions, such as those serving in the state army, igniters can be costly depending on power and specifications, and purchasing them is akin to buying land or housing. Okay. The expense is so great, buying more than one igniter would be difficult even with the entire lifetime income of the average commoner. In order to prevent accidents and the crown theocracy, and the Magic Association have exclusive production rights of igniters, unauthorized production is considered a serious offense. Okay. The time needed to cast magic depends on the user's skill, but can also be slightly impacted by the capabilities of the igniter itself. While using an igniter while sedentary poses little problem, activating an igniter while moving is difficult, and it is thus advised to use them cautiously. Okay, cool. Gauntlet Runner. Was there only one page for this one? Yeah, there was, okay. Gauntlet Runner. Often called runners as shorthand, a general term for magic-powered, semi-automated vehicles designed for traversing the wastelands and either overcoming or circumventing local wildlife threats and magical phenomena. Traveling the wilds on foot or even in a lightly armed carriage has historically been incredibly dangerous, making any long-distance trips a life-threatening risk. However, as cities and countries grew, so too did demand for resources, many of which required transport in large quantities. The Gauntlet Runners filled the niche of an armed, sturdy vehicle that could help with transport and land development. There are smaller runners, roughly the size of an armed carriage with a simple deck addition, but it's more common to see models that walk on legs with an internal living area comparable to a modest house. Legs are more common in their design than wheels, partly because of their versatility on all manner of difficult terrain, but more so because adopting the remains and skeletons of large monsters as is more cost-effective and stronger than artificially creating all the components necessary. Okay, we got music and magic. An unusual variety of magic that causes the listener to become aware of their state of mind through the form of sound and music. As it is a modest form of magic with seemingly no utility in the battlefield, it is considered a meaningless, trifling skill in society, and is thus rarely used. Okay. Got Gallica. A fairy who accompanies Traveling Boy on his journey, doubling as his chaperone for a special mission. Her diminutive size excludes her from participating physically in battles, but her special fairy traits allow her more proficiency than Traveling Boy. When it comes to sensing magla and knowing magic, though she can become heated when her personal values are tested, she's a reassuring travel companion. Okay, that's gonna be interesting. Culture, Sanctism. a monotheistic religion devoted to the worship of one God, the Almighty. The religion of majority across the United Kingdoms. Its sanctors preach that uttering the prayer closer with one's whole heart will reach God, bringing salvation. It is the state religion, and the sanctus hierarchy is deeply intertwined with the kingdom's politics. Currently, the crown theocracy is at the heart of the kingdom's political affairs. Oh, okay. I like that. We're getting to know some more stuff, so that's what the memorandum is for. Nah, we can leave it, honestly. We can just bring it down just very slightly. Everything else is good. When can we change difficulty? Oh yeah, we can go and do it now. Oh, oh yeah, you can change it. Okay, cool. Yes, save settings, staying on normal. Return to title. Okay. Reach the royal capital. So I think Gallica still wants us to avoid fights. So let's just head to the... Oh, I do see some,
Yep, we're safe here.
Okay, cool. Okay, let's see. I want to try it. Okay.
You're all we have.
Oh my god.
Oh, champion against fear. Rise and
Bro.
face anxiety.
Fantasy is dead. Okay.
Got a sec?
Okay. So yeah, let's just not worry about fighting right now. It's currently the 2nd, Water's Day. Okay, yeah, you could have said that. I mean, you did say that a while ago. But I do want to at least try to get these little things that are just sitting around.
I don't like this.
Medicinal herb, nice. So yeah.
Maybe I will find a use for that.
Another medicinal herb, nice. Okay, well it's good to know. So I really shouldn't be fighting right now.
I think we're in a little over our heads.
Yeah. So yeah, I should really just listen to Gallica, huh? Alright, is there anything else we can grab? Any other items by chance? So I want to take my time with this, man. I really want to enjoy the game as much as I can. Which is... Uh-oh, this is bad.
Not good! Run for it!
This land of 8 tribes and 3
Here we go.
nations, all blessed by the
Oh
power
jeez,
of
oh my
magic.
gosh, bro. I'm enjoying this game so much already. I'm literally
United
bouncing in my
Kingdom
chair.
of Uchronia. The year is 785. Uchronia is shaken to the core by the sudden death of its king. Anxiety breeds dissent among the tribes. Disparities tear them apart, and no mortal mind remembers the heroic tales upon which their land was built. By this story of fantasy, may this faded world be painted anew.
Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go. Oh my goodness. Y'all. Oof. Oh, great seeker, bearer of fantasy empowered. Hear my wish and come forth from thy epic of glory. Could have read that a bit quicker, but that's okay.
Whoa, just look!
Whoa.
Get on with it, then! Drop the dog! Hang him dead! Please! I've done nothing wrong!
Goodness, man.
Die,
Definitely
dog.
darker aura
Don't try
compared to
deny
other
it. You trample the law
Atlus
for
games.
the fun of it!
At least that I've played.
Let it be known,
Other
for
than Persona
misuse
3.
of an igniter, you will hang by the neck until dead.
We don't like that.
There's no way that crowd was going to listen to anything a Paribus said.
Such a shame. Might you spare some coin?
Bless you. Oh,
careful!
Hurry!
I can't be nice.
Don't you have any street smarts? Come on, kid.
I guess not.
Look, we're not tourists here. We gotta stay focused.
Right.
You noticed back on the wagon? You might be the only elder here, in the whole city even.
Here we are.
The capital's incredible. Just look at all the different tribes. You never see this kind of diversity out in the countryside. Not that it's very balanced. I see more Plamars and Roussants than anyone else. Which means a dopey Elda kid's gonna stick out like a sore thumb. Try to keep your head down, okay?
Got it.
Hey, did you hear what they're saying about His Majesty? They say it wasn't illness at all. I heard it was foul play, assassination.
Well, we already got rumors going on, huh? I mean, they're not wrong, though. Shh. After what we saw earlier.
You say that. But it's just like the prince, isn't it? They say he was attacked in the dead of night. A war of succession is coming, I tell you.
Sounds like monsters have been prowling the countryside. They're sending the guard out to deal with them. The army's really gone to hell. It's a far cry from when we had Count Luis at the helm, I'll tell you that much.
Hard to see how the nation can come back from this.
How many of these guys we're going to be talking to throughout this journey? I hope I like a good chunk of them.
We'd not have to ask if the prince was still alive.
Oh, what's this?
The king dead, his son stricken. Are there none left to bear the weight of the crown?
We've done all in our power, but not even the kingdom's best, the saint, could purify this affliction.
Over 10 years he has languished under this curse. How much longer can his body hold out? No doubt His Highness would protest. But since he cannot, we have no choice. For the man who cursed His Highness and murdered our king, there can be no mercy.
Who is this?
I never thought I would have to ask this of you. But there are so few of us left now. There is no one else to turn to. Will you infiltrate the military to deliver a message to our contact there? This is your mission. For all our sakes, you cannot fail.
Okay. Little flashback moment.
Hey, are you listening? Oh,
Yeah, I'm listening.
I guess I can't blame you for feeling nostalgic. You and the prince were pretty close. Anyway, getting to the capital was only the beginning. Now comes the real high-stakes part. You gotta go get enlisted, so you can meet up with our operative. Remember, nobody here knows who we are. Nobody here knows the prince might still have a claim to the throne. That means if we get busted, that's it. Nobody's gonna save us. Step 1. Let's figure out where the recruitment center is. Shouldn't be too hard, considering the need for soldiers. So?
Do you know where we're going? Feel free to admit that you're lost and ask me for advice. Okay, what to know in town? Press R1 to open the local map. If you're unsure of what to do, try pressing triangle. Gallica always has good ideas, or so she thinks. Okay. Press up on directional pad in safe areas like towns to save your progress.
Whatever will I do?
Okay, we have auto saves as well. Be good to know. Let's go ahead and make a slot here. Okay. Well, we got something new in the memorandum. Oh, we got quite a bit of new stuff. Okay. Wait, no, we read these already. Oh yeah, you know what? I didn't read these though. Kingdom of Uchronia, a union of allied kingdoms, spans the Kingdom of Uchronia, the Principality of Oceania, and the Principality of Montario. Uchronia being the suzerain, with its king holding authority over all three kingdoms. The original king Heathlodaeus was his United Nations first ruler, and is often referred to as the founder king. The continent is surrounded by fast-running currents, and ships can only set anchor from the southern inland, where the otherwise swift currents are less violent. As a result, there have been few invasions from overseas, and the three countries have achieved long histories. The capital of the kingdom is Grand Trad, the largest city in the kingdom, located in north-central Uchronia. The most widespread religion is Sanctism, established as the state religion under the reign of the most recent monarch, King Heathlodaeus V. Royal capital Grand Trad. The nation's largest city, capital of both the Kingdom of Uchronia and the United Kingdoms at large, also referred to as the royal capital, being the home of the palace and seat of the royal bloodline, known for its solid ramparts, a sight which has been emblematic of the city itself. However, when the massive regolith Grand Cathedral was built, the building's grandeur became the new symbol of Grand Trad. Okay. Elder Tribe. The 9th tribe, distinct from the commonly known 8 tribes, are condemned by the Sanctius Church for inheriting a dangerous magic heretical to the teachings of the church. The population is so small that to even see one in public is rare, and they face greater discrimination than any other tribe. In fact, many outside the main cities don't believe they exist. Each of the 8 tribes possess unique physical traits, making them recognizable at a glance, such as the Clemmer's horns or the Rosantes' long ears. The Elder tribe, however, bears no such distinguishing feature, and thus are regarded as inferior beings. Okay, Clemar tribe. The Clemar tribe composes the largest population in all the allied kingdoms. Their most distinctive features are the horns, which grow on both sides of their head. Clemars have a broad diversity of facial and body types, which has essentially made them average. The Uchronian royal family are Clemmer, and members of this tribe hold a majority of important positions within the government, leading many Clemmers, is it Clemmers or Clemmars? Clemmers to internalize the belief that they're the kingdom's most preeminent tribe. Clemmers value freedom and dislike illogical restraint. They enjoy cultivating discussion, but do not always consider the situation or appropriateness of doing so, which occasionally leads to conflict. However, some studies suggest this disposition is what drives them to seek governmental positions and other important offices. Okay, we have quite a bit here. This one we've already read, I believe. Religion of majority across the United Kingdoms. Yeah, we read that one already. So we just have these to read. The Rosanti tribe. One of the most popular tribes of the United Kingdom, second only to the Clemmer. Long pointed ears are their most distinguishing feature. They often boast excellent physiques, which has given them superior martial prowess. Rosanti women are stronger than most men of other tribes. Many inevitably work in the military and often hold key offices. They are considered as influential as the Clemmer, and the 2 tribes are sometimes called the prevailing tribes. Many Rosanti pride themselves on outperforming others in strength. While this can be perceived as a self-disciplined competitiveness, on the flip side, there are many with a belligerent temperament obsessed with proving superiority in any situation. Parapus tribe. A tribe recognizable by bestial ears and a tail. There are many variations in their hair and skin colors, including cold-colored skin not seen in other tribes. They are physically adept and often honest with their emotions, giving them a reputation for hedonism. For better or for worse, they are drawn to parties and festivities, and while the happy-go-lucky charm is often to their credit, it can also be seen as recklessness. Due to the stereotype, they are looked down upon by other tribes, which prevents them from securing a foothold in politics despite being nearly as populous as the Rosanti and Clemmer tribes. Discrimination against them is especially obvious in the large cities. Prince of Uchronia. The son and heir to the throne of King Heathlodaeus V, more than 10 years ago, a mysterious attack in the royal palace left him afflicted with a deadly curse. The curse took its toll on his body, and though he bravely endured treatment, his recovery was interrupted several years later when he and his closest aides suddenly vanished from the castle without a trace. The king exhausted all possible means to find him, but was ultimately unsuccessful. He was formally declared deceased 3 years ago. and a royal funeral was held in his honor. So that's who that was in that flashback we just had. In Gallica, we already read about Gallica. But yeah, like my Elgato like went berserk on me earlier, so I had to restart the. I didn't have to restart, luckily, because we had an auto save, but I had to do a little bit of that. Alrighty.
Whatever will I do?
What's going to happen now that His Majesty has passed? I don't know. The Magla accumulator, really on the capital now. They need to give him like some kind of like accents.
Stop!
I ask you to step away from the accumulator. That goes double for one of your tribe. Accumulator? Looks like you don't know anything. How pathetic. If you have no business here, then be gone. You're getting in the way of my work. Get away from the accumulator. Do you say anything else, or is that all you? Is this a magic igniter as well? I wonder how it's used. Oh, is that? Oh. Oh man, this is so cool, man. They don't fly away. No! Worry not. We have Sanctivus Ford on our side. Okay. I just kind of want to explore the city a little bit. It looks really nice, man. His Majesty passed away with no heir. The crier said the royal funeral would be at the Grand Cathedral.
Just can't stand it.
Until a few years ago, gauntlet runners used to park here in this carriage parking area. Looking at them was the only thing I looked forward to. But nowadays, there's a ban on them or something. Looking at runners was the only thing I looked forward to. It was rough getting here by carriage, which I had a gauntlet runner. Okay. Can we go this way?
Let's not.
Let's not stray too far. If you're lost or something, check the map. Okay. My bad. How do I check the map again?
Let's go see.
Oh, oops. We don't have time for detours right now. If you're lost, check your map. Just go straight down to Main Street and you should find a recruitment center. Okay. Oh, there we go. It's R1. That's what it is. Alright then. San Lumeo Street. Okay. Alright, in that case, let's head this way. Town's all a bustle because of this. There's so much stuff going on. Look into Nelda. Royal family's line has died out. This might be a turning point in our history.
Oh God, grant me.
We have nothing to fear. All we must do. Oh.
Look at that. The new model's out now. I could be out there slinging spells like a master if I had one of those.
I guess that's the big city for you. Everyone and their mother has a magic igniter. So many different types, too.
Now I want one. Not interested. What's a magic igniter?
What's a magic igniter?
See? There's a couple in the window. Like an instrument plays a tune, an igniter casts magic. Pretty hard to come by out in the countryside. Can't imagine what it's like having to wave around some shiny stick to use magic. Me? I can whip out magic anytime I like. And I can even see the Magla in the air. Though, I'm not exactly an archmage.
Wonders never cease.
Oh, shady woman.
A fairy and an elden child. Are you new to our fair city? Well, I suggest you keep a low profile. Trust me when I say we don't want to catch the eyes of the lords and ladies. Ah, but I'm getting ahead of myself. I run this humble shop. Are you in the market for an igniter?
If you want to give it to me for free, because I don't got any money right now.
Here's something that might catch a foreigner's eye. This is modeled after the royal scepter and would make the perfect souvenir.
The royal scepter?
The royal scepter?
You've really never heard of it. Wow.
Hey
Where
man.
do I even start?
Gallica, I haven't heard of anything in this game. So you're gonna have to explain a lot to me.
A symbol and instrument of the crown's sovereignty. Passed down through generations. If you believe the legends, it houses incredible magic. World-shattering power.
Oh, really?
More practically, you might call it the world's most potent magic igniter. And in the king's hands, it was enough of a deterrent to stave off invasion.
Now he's dead, with no living heir either.
Tragic, isn't it? Kingly magic is of little use without a king. You picked a bad time to visit, boy. I don't know why you're here, but there's trouble brewing.
I'll keep that in mind.
I'll keep that in mind.
Thank you.
A word of caution, then. Your survival is your own responsibility.
Well, that was unnecessarily ominous. She has a point, though. We'll need to be careful. Anyway, we don't have time to hang around chatting with the locals. We've got a recruitment office to find.
Alright, we'll do.
Let's head there.
We got a new memorandum. Oh, yep. It's gonna be really nice to have this, because I'll be able to read up on everything. Magla, a technical term for magic power that serves as the basis for magic. There are varying amounts in all things, found in nature, including people, plants, and animals. Because magla sometimes crystallizes in areas of high concentration, some scholars theorize that magla may be physical particles too small to be seen with the naked eye. Okay. Royal Scepter. Royal Scepter, an ornate cane-like scepter passed down through generations of the Ukrainian royal family, proof of their right to rule. A magical instrument of extraordinary capabilities, powerful enough to induce natural disasters. It can only be wielded by the king, and the popularly termed royal magic. The command serves both as a pillar of the king's authority and a deterrent to war. Consequently, any kind of Ukrainian must be well versed in magic, and the boon of royal lineage is not enough to ensure succession to the throne. Historically, there have been many cases where an offshoot member of a prince's family has become king, when the bloodline's most direct hereditor was judged not to have enough magical aptitude to truly wield the royal scepter. The royal magic. A powerful magic passed down through generations of Ukrainian kings, invoked through a unique magic igniter called the royal scepter. It has tremendous power that can bring about anything that the king desires. There are several records of its use in the long history of the kingdom, be it for revolutionary or oppressive aims, but each is described as cataclysmic disaster. It continues to represent a strong deterrent power to the royal family and the kingdom. Okay, good to know. We're learning some new things.
Oh.
So there's this new type of magic igniter, but it's a bit gaudy if you ask me. Oh, nothing else? You got nothing else to say? What, you lethargic soldier? Ugh, I joined the army because I looked up to Lord Lewis, but now I get my arse handed to me if I so much as mention it. What's the state army gonna do now? We won't find any decent recruits given the messy state of things currently. Okay. Can we actually go into this shop by chance?
This place.
So this shop sells igniters. One of those sure would come in handy. Too bad we can't afford it.
This place.
Okay, I guess we can't go in there yet. I guess we really can't do much right now, which kind of makes sense. It is the beginning of the game.
You are.
Oh, the recruitment place. Go down the street towards the cathedral and there'll be a building to the left. You're looking to enlist as a soldier? Not like there's other work file does it, I guess. Don't make assumptions. Oh, you think you're better than the grime of Sunshade Row you crawled out of? You're in for a rude awakening, boy. Alright, I'm probably not gonna read these too much, like the chats, because I can't really. Regolith Grand Cathedral. I was hoping that we'd blend in with the crowd and no one would notice that you're an Elda, but the people here have sharper eyes than I thought. We don't want to draw attention, but hiding your tribe is only going to make it worse. People may insult you, but do your best to stand tall. Easier said than done, I'm sure, but it's for the sake of the mission. And on that note, the recruitment center we're looking for should be just ahead. Okay. Fort and Old and Lois is stronger. Anything else? It's 23 degrees Celsius out here. Anybody we can talk to before you head over to the recruitment center? Oh. Rumor has it Forden will become the next king, but the decision is a ways off yet. It's the duty of an Ishkia to guide the ignorant masses. I agree. There's no future more dismal than having a Roag as ruler. Where are you going? That's not the way to the recruitment center. Ah, come on, I just wanted to explore a little bit, Gallica. Come on now. Alright, I guess we'll just head over to the cathedral. Or to the recruitment center.
Dear me.
You don't want us to explore, at least not yet.
That must be the recruitment center. I'll let you take it from here. It should be pretty straightforward. Oh, and if they start asking questions, just be as honest as you can. Lying will only make us more suspicious. So long as you don't compromise the mission, you're fine. Good luck in there.
Alright.
Knock 'em dead.
Alright, let's do this.
Okay, you got this.
I hope so. Thank you, Gallica.
A blue blood, are you? The army's no place for velvet-swaddled lordlings. Why are you here? Perhaps your noble family collapsed under its own weight. Is that it?
Lineage seems a strange measure for a soldier's worth. I'm looking to enlist. Is that enough for you or not?
An uppity one, aren't you? Fine, lordling. Welcome to the Guard, where it'll be your privilege to die screaming and bloody in service of your country. But mark my words, war will turn your arrogance to piss. When your corpse is plucked from the mud, do try to look patriotic.
Rousing words, Captain. You think threats will buy loyalty? No wonder nobody respects the Guard anymore.
Damn.
But I'm here now, so perhaps the kingdom isn't a lost cause.
Insolent pup! You will learn your place.
Don't. The healers have enough on their plates already.
How many people did you hurt?
Be gone, and be thankful you're still in one piece. All right, next. Hurry it up.
What's up?
An elder? I thought your kind was long gone. Age 18. An orphan, too. The army can always use more of those.
I thought that his name's Haughty Captain.
So, what brings you to enlist?
I need the money. I'm just so bored. I want to fight for change.
I want to fight for real change.
Lofty words for a gutter rat with an empty coin purse, no? So, what can you bring to our beloved corps? Any skills to speak of?
I'm stronger than I look. I've got a sharp mind. I can take a lot of punishment. I'm small but quick. I've always been lucky. I'm stronger than I look.
I'm stronger than I look.
With arms like that, you'd have to be. Right, last order of business. Make your mark or sign your name if you're actually literate.
Okay, I don't know if do those choices do anything at all? I don't know. Guess we'll find out as we go. Cause like when I think Fire Emblem, I'm thinking like, oh, at the beginning of the Fire Emblem games, we would pick like a boon and a bane. So that's what I was kind of thinking, but it's okay. I'm stronger than I look. I hope I should have gone with a sharp mind. Oh well. We'll figure it out. Put in the name of the story's protagonist. Okay, this name's going to be Skye. Do you need a last name or just a first name's fine? I'm just going to do a first name.
You know your letters, do you? We'll get some use out of you yet. All right, lad. Welcome to the Guard.
Yes!
Appreciate it.
I'm sure you heard about the monster sightings, so stay sharp out there. We're short-handed as it is, so be a good lad and try not to get killed on your first deployment. You can pick up your kit at reception. Standard issue guardsman armor and igniter. Kingdom property. So if you break it, it's coming out of your commission.
Got it.
On your way now. Up to. Next.
That was rather easy and quick. What a long line. Guess we've got no choice but to wait our turn. So I guess when you say that, you mean just talk to everybody? I'm unmotivated, man. You're so young. Are you enlisting too? Well, not much choice if you don't have money or a job. Reeve makes the world go around, as it were. You want a magic igniter? Join the queue. Cutting's only gonna be got you chewed out. You enlisting as well? The alliance lies behind me. If so, or was there something you needed? Are you really a noble? Take it you overheard my interview. Yes, guilty as charged. I am a noble, but just a countryside son of a lord. My family is no real consequence.
Well,
let's just say I have my own circumstances. I'm volunteering to fight in order to protect the kingdom, foolish or not. I have my reasons. Okay. So when do I get my money? They said tribe don't matter in the army, but they'll probably put me up front as a meat shield. Not that I can find better work. I think I accidentally like pulled out my... Yeah, sorry about that. I accidentally like pulled out my mic stand. My bad. I'm just trying to get the stand just a little bit higher so it's closer to my mouth. Wish I could serve Count Louis. His army is built on merit, so even a parapet stands a chance. Either we die as soldiers or as specimens. Okay. Self-assured, man. Blast it. I came to enlist because I heard you can make a quick reeve here. But they really make sure you work alongside creepy Elder. Parapets I can deal with, but Elder are right ominous. Where'd you hear that? God's own scriptures, there's where. Guess you can't expect an Elder to know snite or shite. Let him say what he wants. Fighting someone like him would just be a waste of energy. Okay. Oh, hey there. Anything else around here, by chance? No, does not seem like it. Join the queue.
I heard they get sightings.
What? Of those huge monsters? You think that's why we're low on soldiers? Wish they'd have told us that. What did they call them? Something like,
Oh, my bad.
Next! Another Clamar. Wait, no. You don't look like the others. Surely not. An Elder? It's the first of your kind I've seen.
Move it. There's a priority around here.
Rosanti, man.
They're arming squires and children with igniters now. Wasted good gear. Spare off in my hands. Give it here.
Brute force, crude insults. The world is yours for the taking.
Care to say that again, boy?
What are you gonna do, Rosanti, man?
We all have our reasons to enlist. Now get back in line.
Oh, another high and mighty Clamar, is
Clamar,
it?
that's what it is, not Clemmer.
You think your pretty words will measure up to pure Rousant strength?
Rousant, not Rosanti. Okay, so Rousant and Clamar, okay.
Oh, forget the tribes. This is a matter of pride. Now, you owe us both an apology.
Come on, no fighting in the ranks.
Sorry for making a scene. You all right?
Yeah, I'm okay. That was terrifying. I had it handled. Thanks.
Thanks. You didn't have to do that.
Oh man, the portrait looks so freaking good, man.
Just felt like stepping in. Don't worry about it. Well, see you around. Try not to die out there.
I'll try.
Don't make my job any harder, please. Here, your igniter.
Cool. Cinder Igniter.
These days, most come with their own magma crystals. So with practice, anyone can use magic. To an extent, anyway. It's not the sort of thing you can master in a day. For now, newbies like you best focus on surviving.
The thing around its neck is apparently a magic igniter. The captain I spoke with earlier had one too. It must take on many different forms, like I saw on Main Street.
And take this too. Protect it with your life.
Oh, the map. Royal Capital Vicinity map. Okay, good to have.
Wow, that's a real map. It's dangerous to even chart the wilds, but this is full of details. Only the military could pull this together.
Listen up, striplings. My name is Captain Klinger.
Klinger,
And
that's
as
your
of this
name.
moment, you miserable lot are under my command. I'm sure you've all heard about our forces being tied up with the funeral proceedings for His Majesty. But if you think you're on cushy security detail, think again. First, you will be deployed to a fortress at the northern border, where you will be trained into true guards. Our veterans there will teach you the one thing you need to master if you're to survive. Pain.
Okay.
Perfect. That's exactly where our contacts hold up.
Enjoy tonight's sleep, because it's the last full night's rest you'll get. Dismissed!
All right. The night. It's 11
Look at all
degrees
the other
Celsius.
recruits. They really are desperate for new blood. Oh, right. I know you don't know what our contact looks like yet, but he'll know you by your sword. He'll also know right away why we've come. And don't worry, I'll recognize him. Well, the charming captain is probably right. We should get some rest before tomorrow.
All right, let's do it. What you thinking about, Gallica?
Hey, you awake?
Morning already? Yeah, no, I'm asleep. Morning already?
Is it morning already?
Does it look like morning?
I guess
Look,
not.
I just have a lot on my mind. Can't seem to fall asleep. I'd heard about what it was like in the capital, but still, when you hear and see all this prejudice out in the open, it's a lot. You okay?
That's just how it is. I mean, it never gets easier.
It never gets easier.
Yeah, I could tell. Try to put it behind you, okay?
I'll try.
Some people are even saying it's the lesser tribe's fault that the monsters are showing up at all. These are the same kind of people who burned down your village, remember?
It's a long time ago.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, but still.
I like Gallica a lot already. Like, she doesn't seem like an annoying type of companion or anything like that. Obviously, she seems to really care about Skye here, or the protagonist. So I really do like that. I really do like that, like, camaraderie between like a companion and a protagonist. It's just always there. It's always so nice, and I can already tell that I'm gonna like Gallica a lot.
The prince was kind to take you in. He cared more about who you were than what you were. I can see why you'd want to repay him. Oh, speaking of, he's the one who gave you that book, right? Can I see it?
What book? No, sure. I'm not gonna be mean to you. Sure.
Sure, I guess.
I gotta say, I've been curious. Thanks.
Oh, just like
It's what you call a fantasy story, right?
Right. That's what we saw at the beginning.
So it's a fantasy world made up by the author. The prince loved those kinds of stories. Okay, let's see. It says the young traveler was amazed by the world he saw. In this world, there is only one tribe. All people accept each other, and no soul is born into discrimination. Wow. So not even any fairies? I guess less differences means less to argue over. In such a world, there is no need for sorcery. A megapolis is built through learning and labor. Towers of glass that reach the heavens. Safe nights with no dark shadows. Busy streets well traveled. And in the laws of these emotionally satisfied people, it reads, all lives are equal. Whoa. I see. No magic, no tribal conflict, and equality for all? It really does sound like a fantasy, but it's strange to feel envious of a fictional world. Hey, are you asleep already?
I'm
Do you know
sorry,
how hard
man.
it is
You
for
were
me to
reading
turn
to
these
me.
pages on my own?
You're reading to me, Gallica. I can help myself.
Well, guess I'll just read more later.
I really like her voice too.
Good night.
Night, Gallica. I really like her voice actress. Yes, please. Oh man, dude. I'm wondering if this is all we should do for this episode, y'all. I think it will be. That's all we're gonna do for this episode. So if you enjoyed this episode, hit that like button. Oh man, y'all, I'm very excited. I'm really excited for this playthrough, y'all. It's just probably gonna be a little bit shorter of an episode, just because of the fact that we have, you know, beginning of games, they tend to start slow, and then like I'm pretty sure things are gonna pick up here very soon. But I think this is as good a place as any to end off the episode because it's giving us the save option. So I'm gonna go ahead and end it off here. So thank you all so very much for watching. If you're excited for this playthrough, hit that like button, comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe. Become a royalty today. We'd love to have you in our community. Anyways, guys, thank y'all so very much for watching, and I'm looking forward to seeing y'all in the next episode where we continue onwards with Metaphor ReFantazio. See y'all then.